So, Kate, I've known you for a few years, I don't know, 7 years or whatever. We met in Mama Gina's Mastery program. And since then, you've changed my life at least twice. First, by giving me a haircut, and second, by me taking your course on the beauty salon course. And that really brought so much more clarity and so much, like, it just made my life really much better. But I want to ask you about that story, how we met and how, like 2 years later, you were able to persuade me to cut my hair. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And so tell me your side of the story.
Well, to you, the haircut may be the profound thing, but I see you as a whole. And I was getting to know you better and better. And I knew you were very smart, and that appealed to me. But I think finally what I said to you after you rejected me a few times about changing some things visually that I felt would help you a lot, I finally said, okay, Tatiana, if you don't let me give you this makeover, I will pay you to let you do the haircut and the glasses and the makeup. The whole thing looked very school marmish to me. But your personality didn't say school marmish to me. I mean, you were intelligent, but you were intelligent in a much more global, interesting way. And I just felt, there you were, taking these fascinating courses and making these moves in your life that were so courageous. And I would just be like, wow, did you hear what Tatiana's up to now? But she would let me get rid of those glasses and do that terrible makeup and, the hair. So you had sort of a plain bob and eyeglasses with metal rims, and the makeup color was all wrong, and I just finally went up to you and said, all right, you have no choice.
Well, yeah.
I don't know, but let me ask you, what made you go for it?
I don't know. I think it was more like the right time in my life to allow someone's input, because I thought I knew better, of course. And then kind of getting to know you more and more, I see how talented you are. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll go for it. Plus the fear of the self-image, like, oh, I know this is kind of working. I'm used to this, and doing something new is always scary. But I've seen you doing makeovers for different people, and it's always like you have such talent to see the beauty of their face and their personality and everything. And it always works, and I'm always amazed, actually, at the results of your work. So, so you have a salon, and
I have a salon, and I have a boutique, and I have an online business where, as you know, I have the courses that I teach, beauty, and I do traveling makeovers, and I do photo shoots where you have to work very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So I can take somebody in 20 minutes, several models in a row, or not models, subjects, and in 20 minutes I've done their hair, their makeup, their clothes, and also adjusted their attitude. Sometimes I give them a mantra to use that really brings them out on camera, and I say, okay, this is something that really worked, so please go forward in life with that mantra, because I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So I wonder, you're such a multi-talented person, you know so much. And who were your role models?
Well, my mother was an absolute genius portrait artist. And she had an uncanny ability to capture a likeness. And it wasn't just the person's visuals. You saw the person. And so I spent my life with a mother who was focused on this, draped across the back of her shoulders, watching her as she drew and painted, starting with purple, and the person would be sitting and she'd be talking to the person. And so I spent my formative years draped across the back of my mother's shoulders, watching her work, never realizing I was picking it up. And I thanked her right before she died for all she gave me. I said, I have this weird ability to look at somebody and think, if I do this and do that, I really bring their beauty out. And she said, oh, that's not me. That's your father. And I said, what? My father is a surgeon. And she said, he was always saying, oh, if only that boy would let me pin his ears back, he'd have such a chance in life. And oh, if that girl would only let me fix her nose. So I was like, what? So in the end, both my parents are very visual, and they're both very, have great hand-eye. So it didn't matter what they were reinventing. They were incredible decorators, amazing with people. They're educated. They taught us about color and aesthetics. We went all over Europe and looked at paintings when we were little. They'd pull us right out of school and tell the school, oh, pooey, travel is so much more important than sitting in a classroom. So I really had a great education, and I have great genes for which I am forever grateful. And I'm passionate about what I do, and I feel so grateful that I finally landed in the end. And I tell kids all the time, I say, don't worry. If you're in college and you don't know what you're supposed to do, just point your canoe and you'll end up getting there. If you follow what it is you love doing, you'll generally be great at it. And that was true of me. I went to hair school just to get the license, but I'd been cutting people's hair since I was a kid. And all my nephews and nieces line up and say, Kate, can you teach us this? And can you teach us that? And I did that when I was a kid. I'd sat behind somebody's hair chair and learned the math of hair.
Wow. That just sounds really, really amazing. And what you mentioned is that it's not just about people's faces, but it's also about their personality and their inner beauty. And I just took your beauty salon, and when I signed up, I'm like, well, it's probably going to be about hair, makeup, and clothes, but surprisingly or not, it went so much deeper than that, and as a result of that course, I was able to change like really critical areas of my life, like eating slowly, eating pleasurably, or exercising every day. Like nobody can make me do that ever. So can you tell me, what exactly do you mean by beauty? It's called beauty salon, and I know you love that word. Like, what do you mean by beauty in this case?
Yes, it's not advised from a marketing standpoint to use the word beauty, but I love the word because it's, I studied the classics in college, and of course, aesthetics and beauty means so much more than the superficial beauty that it's come down to mean today. It includes that, but beauty from classical Greek standpoint stood for an entity that was in balance or of nature, and therefore had the effect of an attraction or some kind of satisfaction around it.
So your next beauty salon, can you give us details how to sign up? And
well, my website is kategoldsborough.com, and if you go to kategoldsborough/the beauty salon, there's a button, and you can sign up there.
All right, and who would you recommend to take that class?
So my experience is that anybody who's not comfortable in their own beauty, who doesn't completely own their own beauty, who wants to go higher with their idea of their beauty. And many people do sign up thinking, oh, she's going to help me get thinner, or she's going to help me look younger, or she's going to help me in this way or that way. Well, that can be true. I bring a much deeper idea of you in your beauty. So it's anybody who feels as though they've missed the boat with their own beauty, and that they want, you know, to really grab hold of it, and that they don't have some set idea of, oh, it's too late, or even those women. I'm able to transform those women, or younger women who don't have a clue what beauty means, as far as, you know, anything other than what our culture teaches.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wonderful. So again, it's kategoldsboro.com, and you will see a beauty salon link there, right? Or at kategoldsboro.com/beauty salon, right? Mm-hmm. And I hope you sign up. It's the most amazing class ever.
Thank you so much, Tatiana. You look gorgeous.
Thank you. All right.